SCB Scrapbooking back with another process video, and I'm going to use this picture and this paper pad, and I'm going to scrap lift this layout by Celina. I'm not sure how to say her last name. Novella, I think. I don't know. I'm sorry, Celina, but I love your layout. So I'm going to do the circles and figure out how I want them. I'm not going to do them all on camera. I do use these little stencils. Oops. These little stencils that I have. They're just made out of cardstock to cut my circles. And I thought about using the Cricut, but I just didn't want to get it out, truthfully. So I'm going to do that. And the picture is of my nephew when he shot his deer this year. And we didn't get a picture of it. He was with my son and his little brother and sister. And they got it all on film for my son's hunting channel, but they forgot to take actual photographs for me to scrap. So I stole this picture off of the footage. Here are all the pictures, or all the papers cut out, and I am going to stack them up just like she has in the layout. And I really like the way it's looking here, but I decided that I want to do it like an invert. Yeah, I want to invert the pictures so they're actually behind the background paper. So I'm cutting a hole. I'm tracing this right now, and then I'm going to cut that out a little bit smaller than what I traced, and making sure, yep, that's all going to work. You can see the brown underneath, and then I'm going to add some fun foam around the hole, and this will give it a really cool, so it turns the whole background more into a big frame with the picture on the inside. And it's a really neat effect, and I really like the way it looks. So this is like my third time doing this voiceover. So if I forget to say anything, it's probably because I thought I said it, because I might have already said it once in one of my other voiceovers. But yeah. So we're gonna try this again. All right. So this cardstock that I'm using is just cardstock. It's an off-white and I got it in a paper pad at Walmart. And I switched out the white that I had around the picture for the mat with the center hole that I had cut out, because I thought it was just a little too glary for the picture and I wanted it to more match. So I'm just going to use my glue here and glue this circle onto that hole, and it was a perfect fit. Made me so happy. And if you notice, I'm a very textile person, and I touch my layouts a lot. And I never noticed that I did that until I started doing these videos and voiceovers, and I watching myself going, wow, yeah, you do a lot of petting of your papers. Okay, so here I am putting the circles into the hole that I cut out, and I'm just going to trim this one up just a tiny bit because it was covering up a little too much of the yellow and red circle underneath. And then I'm going to add the picture, and there you go. And now there I go, petting it again. So these are stamps that are stamped images of leaves. I can talk, really. These are stamped images of leaves that I stamped out for a different project, and I made way too many leaves. And so I just threw them in this little bin. I have leaves and flowers, um, little die cuts and little stamped images and stuff that I've collected. And so I went through it and I grabbed out a whole bunch of different um, things that I thought would work. And I think if I do ever do this scrap lift again, I'm going to do smaller clusters or a bigger scrap or bigger layout. Either one would work. But I think I did my clusters a little too big, but it's okay. It works out, and I like the way it looks in the end. I'm not going to make you watch me put all these down because basically it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I put some double-sided adhesive foam on the backs and stick it down. Some of them go inside and they go underneath that lip that the fun foam made, and some go on top. And then I put a little like a starburst or a flowery kind of thing on the tops to represent the flowers she has in hers. So I decided to do some splattering. She had splattering in hers, so I get out my watercolors and I do black first, and I use a very small brush, so I have very tiny little splatters. I thought about getting out my big brush, but then I decided I like the small splatters better. And then I get out the orange, and I'm going to use orange splatters on it too. And you can see the splatters a lot better in person. On the screen here, they're pretty pale, but they actually look really good. Okay, so now I'm going to put on my title, and the title's going to be fun. And I'm using these they're foam thickers that have a sparkly gold to them, and I decided I need that sparkly gold in other places, so I'm cutting apart one of these leaves and just using and making smaller leaves to go in each cluster. And that just, yeah, it gives that foam, glittery foam and more spots on the layout, and it balances it out very nicely. Okay, what am I gonna do? Oh, I was going to use these acorns. I really liked them and I thought they were adorable, but they were just the wrong color. They were more of a yellow gold, where these were more of a rose gold and the title. So I went with my puffy paint here, and I decided to add to the title, and I'm going to write out times in the foam, in the puffy foam. Am I saying that right? No, puffy paint from Walmart. Oh my goodness. And so now my title is Fun Times. And I love the way her title looks with just the single word down on the bottom, but I couldn't do that. I had to add a little cluster down here. And I would I end up gluing down that dark red leaves, two of them down there and two yellow ones. And after I'm looking at it, as I'm getting ready to take the pictures, I realized I did not like that. So I changed out one of the leaves with the same leaf up in the top right corner that is an orange color. So I changed the red one for the orange one and just switched the two. So in the pictures, you'll see that I don't do it on camera. But yeah, I don't know why I stuck two of the exact same leaves beside each other, because I did not like it as I was looking at it. I like it, but I think with not having that same color in the top right corner, that's what was throwing me off. So I should have had it in more places. So there you go. It's all done. Close-ups. So there you can see where I switched that orange and red leaf, and it looks much better. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more.